Hey guys, I just want to say it's been a very long time since I've done this podcast. I've been very busy, but I'm happy to be back and put out new episodes. I just want to ask everyone to please comment and DM and let me know how my makeup looks and if the TikTok makeup tutorials that I'm watching till 2 a.m. in the morning are working out for me or not. Okay. Today I have a guest and he's a very funny comedian and I really like him. So I wanted to have him on the podcast. His name is Christian Sin Rude because he's rude. No, I'm joking.
True.
Are you rude?
Sometimes unintentionally, but I don't mean to be.
Yeah. I would like to be a little bit more rude because I'm always like, oh my God, what?
Yeah, I think sometimes I come off as too deadpan, so people take it as rudeness. And I was like, I was joking, but if you want to be mad about it, that's completely up to you. So,
That's awesome.
yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I'm like, it can be funnier. So if people take it the wrong way, I'm like, well, that was not great, but my friends are laughing. So it's like, am I autistic? Maybe a little.
Maybe a little antisocial. No, little no showing no emotion. It's okay. I'm so ADHD. We all have something. So I got diagnosed at a very old age. Wish I'd got diagnosed in school. I wouldn't be doing this podcast with you. I would be successful.
Yeah, God gave you ADHD because he would be too successful otherwise.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I slid under the tag because like I lived in American Samoa as a kid. So like when everybody was getting diagnosed, I was like running around barefoot with a mullet, and like my parents are just like, he'll burn it off. He's fine.
That's so because you said, okay, so this is when I was like, oh, I'm going to be friends with him. You're like, oh, take one for the team and date a white trash girl. And I was like, oh, he's sticking up for my kind.
I mean, I got nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
My history will prove.
So you like a girl barefoot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Cool. That's cool.
Running
I love
around the woods.
running around the woods barefoot. So tough, thick skin on the feet that could take a real good.
Yeah, I like a lady with hobbit feet. Just
Yeah.
hairy toes, all the better.
Harry. Don't wax them. Leave it, lady. Christians.
Pedicure? No thanks.
Keep the claws. It'll get you through the woods faster. So you produce comedy shows.
Yeah.
And you run a show at the Bamboo Club, the Exhibition Room, and the Good Bar Comedy Show, all in Long Beach, right?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, so you're bringing like comedy to Long Beach, which is cool.
Yeah, it's where I live. I love Long Beach, so I figured do it at home. I like help run the Orange County Comedy stand-up page, so like I help co-produce some shows, but like Daniel really is running the ship over there. I just kind of chirp in here and there.
Oh, I love that. I used to live in Long Beach.
What part?
See, Long Beach has changed so much. You know 6th Street where that McDonald's was with the payphone in front?
Yes.
Okay, when I first moved here, I lived in Compton.
Mm-hmm.
And then for a long time. And then when I started working at the Hooters in Long Beach, before they moved it when it was on Pine Street. And then I moved to Long Beach with this girl, and I used to use that payphone.
That'll date you a bit. Like,
yeah.
Back when we used payphone outside of the Blockbuster.
Yeah. So when I say in my comedy, my tits are down, trust me. Know that I'm not in my 20s anymore, for sure. So another thing that you and I have in common is you're a dog dad, and I'm a dog mom.
Yep. True.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. You have an older dog, right?
Yeah, she's 8. And then I got one that's like 2.5, maybe coming up on 3. They don't really know. I like rescued him last year, and he's a handful.
Oh, yeah. I love that.
Yeah, he's great, but he's a lot of work. So it's my little hellion.
He needs a stepmom.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe that would help, or I don't know if she could handle it. I might have to break him like a Mustang first, and then and ease somebody in. Instead of just try to bring somebody in for a co-parenting role right away.
Okay, so you're on the dating scene, right? Like you're dating,
I mean,
kind
I'm
of.
single.
You're single.
I wouldn't say I'm really dating exactly. I'm just it's kind of a cop out, but I've been just been like the last 2 or 3 months have just been like crazy busy, so it's just like I don't want to like start talking to somebody and then like I don't want to be a fuck boy and like screw
Yeah.
somebody around and be like, so it's easier just to not do anything right now than to like get something going and then get called out of town or something. And so also
Yeah.
I'm just like kind of hitting the ground running with comedy, so
Yeah, and comedy takes a lot of time because every ounce of time that you're not doing something for work, you're writing comedy.
yeah. Or I'm mostly just performing, just like I'm up at like I'm pretty much every night, like I'm either like we just started another mic in Long Beach and just like and trying to like get my feet in the door at other clubs and whatever and meeting people and booking shows. It's a lot. So it's like I wish I was writing more, but lately I've just been writing on stage, which is a nice way of saying not writing. Like,
Yeah,
it's just
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
I want to
Just
go up with a half-baked premise and see where it goes. And you're like,
hey, improv works, right? I
it's yeah.
mean, people improv in movies, and sometimes the funniest stuff comes
Well,
out.
yeah, and I mean, I'm obviously not a pro yet, but like I've heard like a lot of the people, like established people, that's how they do it. They get up, they do their whatever, and then they listen to the thing and either have it transcribed, and then they kind of reverse engineer it that way. So that's that's enabling my bad writing practicing.
Yeah. Well, I sit down and I write and I get frustrated and I get up and I write again and I write again and I write again and I get frustrated and I eat an apple and I eat chips and I eat chips and
Oh yeah.
salsa and then
I mean, writing is mostly not writing.
yeah.
So,
Writing is mostly not writing.
yeah,
It's like,
but
oh, okay, this was 24 hours and I have two jokes and
yeah.
it's like,
It's fun going back through notebooks and stuff and just like you see like a premise or something and you're like, I have no idea. Like, I don't even know what I was thinking of. Like, I found one recently that was like a white trash game of Clue. And I was like, I like that as a basis, but I don't remember what angle I was trying to take it with. Where it's like, in the trailer park with a crowbar.
oh my God. I can't, that's hilarious.
Yeah, so I don't know if it was like me recreating a blackout drunk scene or something. It's like, but the point being, like, yeah, just like everybody's writing process and like even going back through really old notebooks and being like, oh, okay, I have made it somewhere maybe.
Yeah, right. I know. I love going through all old jokes and I'm like, oh my God, I forgot about that one's actually a good one. Let's put it back. Or this one, oh, what was I thinking there? That is
Yeah,
not funny.
yeah, and sometimes it's less embarrassing than listening or watching an old set because it's just like, all right, that wasn't there, but when you have to see it like acted out or performed, you're like, oh, that was rough.
Yeah, I know. Oh my God. I hate watching myself, period, because my voice annoys me. Just enjoy the podcast, enjoy my voice. My friend texted me the other day, and I did not post the text, but I thought, why? My friend texted me, and she's like, oh my God, I just started rewatching The Nanny. You remind
Oh,
me so much of Fran Drescher. And I'm like, oh geez, thanks. And she's like, no, really, like she's you. And I'm like, well, thanks. She's really funny. And she's like, but you sound like her.
I think Fran Drescher is like the head of SAG or something, so like she's successful.
That show, The Nanny, was so successful. It was so funny. It was so clever. The jokes were so good. Her character was incredible. I love that show. I still watch because my mom watches it. I fall asleep to my mom snoring. Whenever I sleep with my mom, I'm listening to my mom snoring and Fran Drescher laughing all night long.
I'm surprised you can fall asleep.
It's surprise, and I sleep and I always say, Mom, you sleep with the TV on all night. I'm listening to Fran Drescher laughing
Oh,
and
I thought
screaming.
you had it on yourself.
No,
Like,
she is
okay.
in her room with it on, and I sleep. I sleep over there,
Are
and I
you a
sleep in the other.
masochist?
Oh my God, it's so crazy. Okay, so I have some questions, and then you can just tell me. So, like, let's say, okay, first of all, I want to ask you: do you actually hit on girls in a bar? Like, do you walk up to a girl and are like, "Oh, you're
No.
pretty"? No, dating apps.
I in the past, yeah. I haven't been on one. I was just in Minnesota, so I was curious. I was like, I wonder what the dating scene looks like. So like, I got on there and I'm like, okay, yeah, like like, this is what it is, and then just me like got off immediately. But yeah, the issue is just like I've just been beaten down with this idea that women just want to be left alone, so I just leave them alone. Like you have to be so obvious that you want me to talk to you that I'm probably just gonna not notice.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the last person I was hanging out with, we did meet in person at a bar, but like that was kind of I guess random. But that was when I ended when my last relationship ended. I did make a point. I'm like, I'm not getting on the apps. Like if it happens, it's gonna happen in real life. But otherwise, I'm not. I don't want to do the app thing anymore.
Well, the app thing's hard. I have a lot of friends, like my sister has been with her boyfriend forever. They met on an app. And she was so against it. And then her friend and her had a glass of wine. They did like a app thing where they looked at her app and put her on. But I just think I want to be hit on in a bar. You know what I mean? I'm married, but like I was working at a bar and my husband hit on me and I was like,
Yeah.
hey.
It's also better in terms of reading chemistry and like just but it's also just like the guys that are good at hitting on you are good at it because they do it a lot, probably. And
Yeah.
or if there is just a genuine person, I guess like that's fine. But like, I think there's a little, I don't know, wine and dine, and I don't know. You want to be wowed, and I'm not gonna come like. I'll make a joke like sometime every now and then. I'm like, this is my in, and I can wheel in there. But like, for the most part, I'm like, she's with her friends. She's very pretty. Just let her be pretty. Don't bother her. Like,
See, now I'm like, okay, that's so funny. She's with her friends. She's really pretty. Just let her be pretty. That's a great line somewhere in your stand-up.
yeah, I don't know.
No, I'm like, I feel like I wonder because I always think like every girl that I know is always like, oh, I'm so sick of the dating apps. Like, I wish I could just go somewhere and have a guy come up to me or ask me out.
Yeah, well, like that's why the apps work because the everyone knows you're there to date. Like,
Yeah.
if you're at a bar, like my friend Ariana, she started hitting on guys because she's like, the only guys that are gonna talk to me are the dudes who are like assholes. Like only assholes are
Yeah.
gonna come up and talk to me. So like, the nice guys are just leaving you alone. So I'm gonna go talk to the guys that aren't gonna talk to me because like they probably are too. And maybe it's a pussy move to not like, oh, I'm just gonna go talk to her because it really like all you got to do is start a conversation and there's either something or not. And like, I mean, some people will make you work for it. I mean, everybody will make you work for it, but also like, it is a skill that's kind of going by the wayside, I guess.
Yeah.
Just conversation.
Well, it's like weird because it's like now it's awkward. It's like there's an app that tells you if you ran into someone that you thought was cute and you were in the same place. And if you both
Oh.
have the app, I can't remember what it is. It's like you can link
Craigslist
up.
misconnections.
Yeah, but do you want this person could have followed you home? You might get killed tonight.
Yeah, that seems a little sketchy.
Okay, so I want to ask you, okay, out of all the Disney princesses, which one would be the perfect wife for you? Do you know them all? Ariel, The Little Mermaid, Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty.
I don't know. That's an interesting question. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Jasmine. No, she's a princess. That wouldn't work.
Well, she's a princess, yeah, but she's hot.
Very. I mean, weird to say a cartoon's hot, but yeah. Maybe Pocahontas. I don't. But Pocahontas was like 14, so there's issues.
So wait, Pocahontas when she's of age, maybe.
Yeah. Consensual Pocahontas.
So you're looking for a bad bitch.
Yeah, outdoorsy.
Yeah,
We talk barefoot in the woods. There you go.
there you go. I was barefoot in Louisiana and I wear socks now. There's no bare feet on this bitch anymore.
Oh, yeah. Same.
It's so weird in LA now. I don't even wear flip flops because it's crazy. I wear tennis
Yeah,
shoes.
I work at a bar, and every time I see somebody with open toes, I'm just like, "You're fucking brave,
Brave,
man. Like
yeah,
this is gross."
yeah. Like I'm like, ooh, yeah.
Like we literally throw sawdust down when people like barf, like, and you're gonna shuffle around with bare toes.
I know. Like get a staph infection and lose that toe, and then forget it. They're not going to be barefoot in the woods anymore. If your ideal partner was a food, what type of food would your partner be?
Mexican.
Ah, spicy.
I don't know.
I think
A Thai taco? I don't.
that's hilarious. Okay, so if you could have a girl with a superpower, what would the superpower be?
Oh, maybe just mind reading. That would be probably good.
You realize if a girl could mind
Yeah,
read your ass, how
but
screwed you would be every time a hot chick walks past and you're like, damn, in your head.
I mean, she would know.
Oh, she would be pissed. You you would be tortured.
I don't know. I feel like I've dated chicks where I would like just like she was hot, and she's like, yeah. I'm like, all right. Like she's like the lady would know too. It's not. I'm not gonna do anything about it. I don't care. It's just like there was an attractive person. It doesn't mean anything.
Oh my God, I wish I could have a mind reading superpower. I would just nail my husband to a wall all day. I would buy a nail gun and just shoot him all day long.
But if you could read my mind, then you would know, like, oh, yeah, he thinks she's pretty, but he doesn't care. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
there's lots of pretty people out there. Doesn't mean you want them or need
But what if her head pops up in your brain when you two are in bed? Then you're like, come on.
That's true. But, I mean, superpowers, you have to summon them, right? So, well, I guess you could always be summoning them.
That's a bad. You better pick a new superpower because you're gonna get your ass in.
Teleport? We could both teleport.
What's teleport? Like that's.
You, like, blink and then you're somewhere else. Like,
Oh, I
so
didn't.
she could, like, give me a bear hug and we could teleport to Thailand or wherever.
Oh, that would be so cool. Oh my God, that would be incredible. Could you imagine?
It'd be good. Save a lot on flights.
Yeah, you could go to outer space, meet some aliens.
It's true. If we have the right breathing apparatus.
Have you seen
Scuba.
all the alien stuff?
What do you mean?
That kid called the 911 and said it. There was like an alien that landed in his backyard.
You mean E.T.?
Yeah. Like E.T., but he was like, oh my God. It's been all over the news.
Oh, I avoid the news.
Oh, I've been on a TikTok spiral watching I've got to get off of TikTok.
My buddy did just post a very alien looking cloud. Like it looks like it just seems very extraterrestrial. And or are you talking, you're not talking about that thing in Malibu that's like a shelf.
It was in Las Vegas, and a kid called 911 and was like, a spacecraft or something landed in my yard, and two creatures got out of it. And then the cop was like, I wouldn't have even be showing up to this, but my partner caught something weird on the body cam. And I'm like, are we gonna die?
Maybe.
I mean, it's crazy.
Might be time. We had a good run.
I know. Would you date an alien if aliens were real?
I don't know. Depends what her interests are or what kind of equipment she's got, I guess.
Oh, nice. It depends on her equipment. So if she had a nice rack.
Hey, never say never.
Oh my God. I want to thank Christian for being here. And I hope that one day I can find him the perfect alien wife.
Here's hoping.
At least he's open-minded. Aliens are probably barefoot.
I mean, maybe.
Maybe.
Webbed.
Well, at least they have toes. Maybe not, though.
She's married and a little bit crazy.
This week, I have Christian Sinrud on the podcast.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do. Drinking a Modelo.
Oh, it's gone. We're on to the next one.
Are you a big beer drinker?
I'm a average size beer drinker.
Yeah, I used to be a huge beer drinker. I love beer. You know what beer gives you?
Confidence,
Yeah,
stories,
yeah,
and
big bellies.
that's it. Yeah.
Things girls don't want. No, I have you ever done a keg stand?
Yeah, in my younger days.
Yeah, it's I wonder if kids do that even today.
Kids are like not drinking as much as they used to. Like, I think that I don't know. I think they're all on the pills and shit now. Where
Yeah.
it's like, I don't know that that's better. It's different, I guess, but
I don't know that it's better, but just in general, if you've never done a keg stand, you are like really missing out on life. Like,
yeah. You don't want to go through life without that story. Or a beer
no.
bong, or playing at least one game of beer pong, or a beer bong. I think I'm repeating myself. Maybe that beer did hit.
Maybe that beer hit. See, but now drinking makes me more tired. It
Oh
doesn't
yeah.
make me so crazy and wild like it used to.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty boring. Like I'm kind of disappointed with myself lately. I'm like hitting 11, 12. I'm like, should I just go home? And then like I can feel myself. I'm like, I should go home. I should just go home.
Yeah. Well, once you get a couple of dogs, it's like,
Oh yeah. I'm like, I gotta let them out. And
yeah, you become responsible and you have like kids now, It's hard.
yeah, I'm sure parents always like it when we compare them to having kids, but there are similarities. It's not the same, but you know.
Yeah. My mom, you know what my mom says? Your four dogs are harder than my four kids. She's like, at least I could say, shut the fuck up, and you would.
Yeah. Every time like Waylon's getting hard to deal with, I'm just like, yeah, but if this was a child, like there'd be a complete like I couldn't take him back, and I'm
No.
not going to.
No.
But like
But I know what
people
you mean.
do. I was thinking about that earlier because I was just like, it's kind of good that I got him because he's a handful, and I'm like, I think that like he would have gotten taken back. Like whoever had gotten him because he was so fucking cute, they would have gotten him home and been like, holy shit, like this is because he's a cattle dog and they're like very hard, and he probably would have gone back multiple times, and instead now I'm just too stubborn. I'm like, no, he's mine.
Yeah. Well, I rescue Aussies. I love them. They're amazing. And we have an older one. And I think she's part Bernese Mountain Dog Aussie, though. She looks like an Aussie, but big like a Bernese Mountain Dog. But
Bulky.
the tiny one I have is epileptic. He nips at men. So he's scared of men. And I feel like anybody who would have gotten him would have taken him back. And I'm just like, attack him. He probably deserves it, Guppy.
Yeah. He did something.
He did,
Something
yeah.
down the line.
Something's off with his smell.
This is karma along some line.
Yeah,
So-
right. Okay, so what is your favorite liquor to drink?
Oh, tequila.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And and Mexican food. You love Mexican food.
Yeah. Mexico, my Latin culture, pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's also like when you don't want the beer belly. Tequila's low calorie. It mixes well with several things.
Yeah, my friend Lorraine sent me this article about how tequila is good for like gut health, like all these like
It's
health
the
benefits.
only upper in alcohol.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm sure it's still a depressant, but for some, I don't know the science, but apparently it's an upper. That's why you get real jolted up on it.
That's awesome. Okay, so let's just go back to keg stands. If you did a keg stand, how long do you think you can funnel beer for on a keg stand?
Oh, I don't know. It depends on the beer, I guess. If it's
Like 20 seconds?
probably. I think I could handle 20.
Wow. Can you breathe during a
I don't know. It's been that long, but we do every now and then. We'll still do like shotguns and stuff, and like for a minute I could do like the scorpion where you like put your thumb through the can.
No, you cannot.
It's been a long time, but like I mean, my friend Casey what did we call or it wasn't what we called her thing the scorpion. What the hell was it called when you? Damn, I'm getting old. Forgot. But yeah, it's like a thing
You
where
crush the can.
yeah, you hold it by like the bottom, and if you pull it down right, you can if you apply the right pressure to the bubble, because the air bubble will hit your thumb at the right time, and your finger will go through it, and then you shotgun, and it's a great party trick if you've never done it. But
Oh my God. Yeah, I'd probably slice my thumb up and have to go to the emergency room. I'm very clumsy.
not if you're not, as long as you're not wiggling around.
Yeah, maybe if I had a fake nail, I would do it.
Damn, what's that called? Because scorpion is what my friend Casey could do, because she could do it with her index finger from the top, and she's just a specimen.
Damn. That's crazy. That's incredible. Like, I can't do shit like that.
Our friend was doing portraits of like all of her friend group, and she did one, like she was doing like the sitting Buddha, and she did two at the same time, so it's just her with like beer just splashing everywhere, doing two renegades. They're called renegades.
Renegades. Oh
Yeah.
my God. Renegades. Let us know if you can do renegades out there.
Yeah, it's been a minute with those, but
I remember drinking beer from it being crushed. Like, it just like raging craziness. You know, it's like,
completely unnecessary.
I know. And when you did keg stands, you were like so young and it was so dumb. Like why? But it was so fun. Makes me want to get a keg of beer.
Yeah, something about testing limits. You're like, all right, we've hit this one. Now where can we push it next? And then, then you end up in a bathroom doing blow, fucking like calling a hooker at 4 a.m. You're like, oh God, not again.
Wow, that's incredible.
Not me. I mean,
oh, not you.
hypothetically.
I've never called a hooker.
Same.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I would think a lot of guys do, but the only thing is I think it was really fun. My friend, when I first moved here, invited me to go to Vegas on this bachelorette party, and we went to like a male strip club, and I have never seen anything like that in my life. And I was like, I think it would be more fun to be at like a girl strip club. Like, I don't
think so.
Right.
There was a comic who passed away, and like he always was trying to. He's like, dude, this would be a really funny bit, but how about we all take 7-Eleven boner pills and go to a male strip club? And I'm like, I never gotten involved because we were never close, but like that was like one of the tales that people were telling at his memorial, and I was just like, man, I just gained so much respect for this guy. That is hilarious.
That is hilarious. Wait, I don't even know about 7-Eleven boner pills. There's like, is it a natural supplement?
I mean, yeah, they're like Rhino, and there's like a whole line of them. It's like, yeah, they're, I don't know what all is in them, but they're dangerous to your heart health for sure.
Holy shit!
I've done one once, and it was a fun like my me and my lady at the time got pretty hammered, and she just like, we're doing this. I'm like, all right, let's see what it's about, and it was worth the $8 for sure.
Damn, $8 to have a boner all night. Holy
yeah,
shit!
It was fun. It was a good time.
Damn, did it keep you up all night too, though?
It grabbed hold of your heart for sure. You're like, holy shit. Like, I've never done coke. Like, honestly, I've never done coke, but like, I was like, this is probably what it's like, but only, yeah.
I've never done coke ever either. And then really, as an adult, when I got diagnosed with ADHD, the psychiatrist was like, listen to me. You really do need Adderall. Like, you really do need it. And I was like, but I'm scared. I never did drugs. And she was like, yes, but this is over the counter. This is not over the counter. This is like a pharmaceutical, and this is going to change your life for the better. And then it took me months to try the Adderall. And I thought I was going to have like my heart explode on it and like go on a tangent. And instead I was like a total dud with zero personality. I was like, oh, I'm a boring person.
Yeah. Like, I've thought about going to like a psychiatrist to see if because there are issues. Like, I do have a bad attention span, and focusing when I need to do something is really hard. And, but I'm also just like, I don't know. I've made it this far. Like, do I really need to get medicated, or I don't know.
No, but you know, sometimes like for me, caffeine, a lot of caffeine makes me like alert.
Oh yeah.
You know, because when you're like such a creative and you're like thinking of 1,000 thoughts per minute, like I can be in a conversation having thoughts here, listening to you over there, I'm like this crazy multitasking beast. But like when you take like a high dose of caffeine and you have ADHD, you're like zoom focus.
Get tunnel vision. I'm like, all right, we're doing this.
Yes. Total tunnel vision. Yeah, it's amazing. I can't believe I've never heard of. See, this is ADHD. I'm thinking about the boner pill from 7-Eleven. And now I'm going to go to 7-Eleven to look at the packaging of the boner pill.
Yeah, it's I mean, it's great graphic design. It's great marketing, of course. It's essentially like if 5 Hour Energy got put into a boner pill, and like that was, and then, I don't know, Rhino. That's like the big one I think right now, but
This is hilarious. An over-the-counter boner pill. Is this for people who are like too embarrassed to pick up Viagra?
probably, or it's just like I don't know. They're just like, all right, it's go time.
Yeah.
Gotta make a good impression.
Oh, yeah. Like you've hit on this hot chick. Y'all are wasted. Times are getting fun. And you're like, well, fuck, I need something.
Yeah, or it's for people that drink too much and they're like, all right, I need a little help.
Yeah. Yeah. Because don't you get
Need somebody to help raise the flag.
the anatomy of a penis? No. Oh, my God. I love it. I love it. I did want to ask you, I had another question to ask you too, and I'm going to since we're, okay. So would you rather date a girl in a crop top or a girl in Daisy Dukes?
Oh, Daisy Dukes.
Right? So you're an ass guy.
Oh, that I guess. I don't know. I like them both. You know.
You like, but what's the better? Daisy Dukes.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I went. So subconsciously, that's where I went. But
Because it's like, so I love short shorts, and I feel like people should just wear short shorts. Like no matter what your butt is, like if it's flat, if it's huge, like I guess we're just from the time of short shorts.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, Daisy Dukes were of our generation for sure.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I love short shorts. Do you think, like, because it's so funny, like, I keep saying, like, I am going to be the girl that's in the Daisy Dukes that's going to be walking down the street with a guy possibly hitting on me. And I'll turn around and he'll see my face and go, ah, because it's so, I'm going to be like 90 in Daisy Dukes from behind.
I mean, you know, take the compliment.
Yeah. Your ass is great, but your face, ooh, needs some work, Betsy.
I mean, who looks that good at 90 though? Like you still got something at 90.
I feel like some people do look good at 90. No?
I don't know. Have you seen 80?
I mean, look at, what's her name? Oh my God, why am I spacing? The workout girl that was like that's a huge actress. That's like an activist. Jane Fonda. She's still hot.
Yeah, but she's had a lot of work done.
Yeah.
A millionaire and hasn't had any real problems for ever.
Yeah, I know. It's really hard because like in real life, real people have problems, and then like when you think of like people who just have none, it's like, but you know, everybody has problems, so I don't know. Because think about it,
I think money can solve a lot of them.
you think, but sometimes money makes your life worse. I think.
Maybe I'm willing to find out.
Yeah, well, you're gonna say I hope you win the lottery.
Me too.
I would love to do a documentary to see your life.
I'm doing a reality TV show on YouTube if I win the lottery. If I win 10 grand, I'll do a read.
Well, do you play the lottery?
Not recently. I take it personally every time I lose, so I'm getting real.
Really? Oh no, because
Like, that was my money.
I'm a huge lottery player, and I have tickets in my purse. I have like $20 or like $18 to cash
do you have,
in
like,
right now.
numbers you play every time, or do you go?
I used to do that sometimes, and then I lose my stubs to let them put through the machines, and I was like, I'll just let them pick the numbers. But then sometimes I get a scratcher, and then I think, like, what do these people in these gas stations think of me?
Yeah, I don't know.
They must think that I'm desperate, and I'm desperate to win. I want to be a lottery
Everyone
winner.
playing the lottery is not desperate. They're like it's the whole thing. Like, I can buy my way out of this shit.
Yes.
I don't have to do this anymore.
Oh my God, we should be lottery partners. We should get a group. Should we just start who wants to buy? Like, we could buy 50 tickets together. Oh my God, I would totally do that. We should just run a lottery show. The
Oh,
least
God.
funny comic has to run to the gas station and purchase the tickets.
That'll be a photo finish for who's the worst.
Could you imagine?
We're taking votes. Making enemies. I'm like, I'm not going. Fuck you guys.
Yeah. Oh, it was funny. I thought it was funny.
It's a good joke. You guys just don't get it.
It would be quite awesome. Oh my God, I love it. Well, again, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me again.
And let's really think about playing the lotto together. We can be partners.
right.
One of them's up to $400 million.
I'll take half of that.
Okay, let's go get lotto tickets after we do this.
All right, I'm down.
Awesome. Sweet.
A $2 bill in my pocket
I actually got money from the bank today.
for the lottery.
Yeah, because I try to keep cash. So like once a week, I can just take my $5 and go get lotto tickets. And if I don't have cash, you cannot get them.
No.
They're like, we're not going to let you rack up credit card debt playing the lotto.
Watch me. I'll find a way.
I'll get a cash advance on this card so I can win $400 million. Yeah, bitch.
It's a grift in the system.
Yeah, I know. That's what they do. Gamble with cash. Don't take a lien on your house. Well, the guy who risks it all is usually the guy who wins. So there you have it. There we are.
Risk it all.
And that's the real Desperate Housewife. Thank you for listening.
Perfect.
A real desperate housewife. Hold on, hold on tight.